Exactly what is the importance of what we're here for today?
Well, at last, we're actually going to see what the real Richard III looked like. We've got all these portraits that have been produced, but even the oldest portrait was painted 30 years after he had died. So now we actually got the chance to see the real thing. And, well, say no more. This is it. This is the real Richard.
So obviously, I mean, for academia and also for historians, it's a really big change then in the way we perceive Richard III.
Indeed, we saw the skeleton when those of us that were at Leicester yesterday, and we saw how how his spine was curved, but we learnt then that he's not as misshapen as Shakespeare would have us believe. And as I say, now we have this opportunity to see the real face. We can start looking at Richard III as a real man, not the Shakespearean monster. And that's what the society is all about.
So having seen the real Richard III, or as close as we can possibly get to the man, how different is he from sort of artistic interpretation?
If you look at the reconstructed head, which we will do later on this morning, and then compare it with the portraits, there is a touch of the portraits about him. Enough that you can say that yes, we are looking at Richard, and of course yesterday we learnt that we are anyway. But when the facial reconstruction was first made, nobody was absolutely sure. There's a touch of the portraits about him, but not so much that you then think that the people who's done the reconstruction copied the portraits. In fact, there's quite a bit of difference about them, but he's a good-looking, handsome man. Or as Simon Farnaby said in the programme that we saw about the dig, he's a bonny lad.
So should this then make us question other artistic interpretations of previous royals and public figures? Obviously, the artistic interpretation is somewhat different to the reality.
I think it probably does, but I can't imagine there are going to be too many people out there wanting... Well, no, actually, there probably are a lot of people out there who would like to dig up some of our kings and get facial reconstructions made, but I can assure them, if they do, it's not cheap.
And from the point of view of the Richard III society, obviously Richard III is trending on things like Twitter. It's a lead news story on news networks. It's opened up Richard III to a whole new generation, and it's kind of made history cool again.
Yesterday, our Facebook page gathered another 1,000 likes. 24 hours. Yes. Another thing that would be nice if it came out of this is to start teaching history properly in schools, something that's gone out of fashion. Can we not start teaching history with the Tudors? Can we go back to the earlier Plantagenets? And can we at the same time teach history as it should be taught, not as Shakespearean myth?
Thank you very much. That's brilliant.